Here is the instructional video on Red Hot Mamacita. To begin, you're going to need a blue deck of cards or a red deck, whatever you'd like. If you're going to follow along with me, use a blue deck. And I have a duplicate here. I have a red jack of spades and a blue jack of spades. And you're going to need some double stick tape. This is a good kind right here. It's the Scotch permanent double stick tape. It's got kind of a plaid yellow and a black design on the front from 3M. Go ahead and rip off about a 1-inch chunk and place that right on the face of the red jack of spades here, the red back jack of spades. Now notice you're going to need a court card for this. So whether you want to use a jack of spades or anything else, you need a court card because that obscures the tape. You can't see it. Even from close up, people watching the trick will not be able to see that. Here's the initial setup. Another quick note of advice is you're going to want to wear this tape out a little bit. Touch it, play with it, practice the trick a few times with the tape before you use it. You don't want the tape to be completely new. It's going to make the trick harder to perform. It needs to be worn in just for, half hour, 45 minutes of playing with it. The odd back jack goes on top, count over 4 cards, and then place the other jack. That's the setup. And you're going to maintain a break below the red card and cut it into the middle. So you've got a break below the odd backed jack of spades. At this point, you're going to spread the cards out, talk about how it's a blue deck, and then act surprised and, oh, I messed up. There's the red backed card. You're going to close these up. And as you do, before I closed it up, I spread over 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I catch a break above that other jack of spades. Catching a break above it as I close the pack. And I'm going to be in preparation for a turnover pass. Now you're going to do the turnover pass on the offbeat as you talk about, oh, I didn't mean to do that. And you're going to do it right there. Here's a turnover pass. You've got a break above the blue jack of spades. Right hand goes above. Your forefinger is going to curl underneath the cards. And here's an exposed view of what's going to happen to the bottom packet. You're going to, using your forefinger, flip the packet 90 degrees, just like so. Okay? And that's going to be under cover of your hand. So from below, here's what it looks like. It gets flipped over 90 degrees. Now from on top, look, it's invisible. You can't see it, and I just did it. As soon as it gets to this point, you're going to use your right forefinger to flip this packet around. Okay? So it looks like this, like it's being flipped around. Here's an exposed view until it lands on top of the other pile, and then you turn them both over. So all it looks like, it should look just like you turned over the deck. And in reality, you actually cut the deck while you were doing it. You were doing a turnover pass. So that's the turnover pass. At this point, you should still be pattering about how you caught me, but it doesn't matter. And we're going to get in preparation for a spread call force. Your jack of spades, the odd backed one with the double stick tape, is 5th from the face. And on the bottom of the pack will be the blue jack of spades. Now what you're going to do here is as you spread, don't have much attention to the deck, just spread and patter, talk to your audience. You're going to take the card that's 4th from the face as you're spreading and push it over the one with the double stick tape, over the jack of spades in this circumstance. And as you bring it over, from below, your fingers, your middle, ring, and forefinger are going to pull that jack out of the spread just by riding it out of the spread, just like so. So you can keep pushing cards over and they're going to ride above it. Now that's why you need to wear out the tape, because otherwise the card will stick when you're trying to cull it out of the pile. So that's why you want to wear it out a little bit. Right now it's a little bit tough because I just took a brand new piece of tape. So from above, they can't see that jack from below. It's a standard cull force. They name any card. Let's say they name the 7 of diamonds. Watch what I do from below. Here's the 7. As I close the pack, I'm going to stick that jack of spades, the red one, right behind that 7. Okay? So the jack is ending up right behind it. As I close the deck, it's invisible. Close it up, square it up, and nonchalantly squeeze. Okay, that's going to secure the double stick tape. Squeeze it as you turn it over. At this point, you're simply going to spread it through the deck, find the one red card, supposedly one, it's actually 2 stuck together, and pull it out and throw it down. And once again, don't try and throw it down. Don't be very casual. Just toss it. Who cares what happens? You can even move it around. That's the beauty of having 2 cards stuck together with the double stick, is that it looks just like one card no matter how much you move it. So be real nonchalant about it. Next, we're going to do a Hindu shuffle force to force the top jack of spades. Here's how this works. You're going to do a standard Hindu shuffle control. You're going to pull off a pile, and then as you come over to pull off the next pile, you're simply going to grab with your thumb and middle finger a chunk of cards and steal them away. Okay, and that chunk on the top is that force card. And you're going to grab that off, and you're going to say, okay, as I go here, whenever you want, just say the word stop. And notice I do that when I have about 20 cards left. And I keep going, and as soon as they say stop, right when they say stop, I pull all the cards away that were above the Jack of Spades. This is a matter of timing. This is a force that relies on timing. So you have to practice. The best way to learn it is by performing it. It's all about timing. You'll understand when people are about to say stop. Your pattern should be, as you pick it off, say whenever you want here, just say the word stop. And more than likely, they're going to say stop right now. And that's when you pull it off, drop the cards on top, show the Jack of Spades. At this point, you can drop it down. I like to turn both over and emphasize. Look, the red 7 has the red back, and the blue Jack has the blue back. It's really easy to tell them apart. I pick up the 7 in middle grip. Now, as I pick up the blue Jack, what I'm actually going to do is as I push down, I'm going to get a break, just a small little thumb break in between the two cards that are stuck together. Here's what it looks like. You show the 7. As you push down, it's really easy to just allow that card to fall off your finger, just like a thumb count, and you take the 3 cards, what they believe is 2, and you square those against your hand. Now, as you square these, you're going to catch a break below that Jack of Spades. Square them up, and you're catching a break below the Jack of Spades with your pinky, and just let the flesh of your ring finger kind of get in along with your thumb break, because you had that thumb break in between the red card and the blue and below it. Just let that happen. Okay, I'm going to do that one more time so you can see it. You catch a thumb break. As you close, you're going to catch a pinky break below the Jack, and you're just going to let your ring finger just creep into that little break. Now, it's only going to be there for about a quarter of a second, because right away, you're going to let your fingers go into the top break on the red card, and as the tape rips apart, and it's going to make a slight noise, hit it with your thumb. Okay? The thumb is going to mask the noise of the tape unsticking, just like that. Now, you're taking off what they believe is to be the 7 of diamonds. In reality, it's now the Jack of Spades, the red one. Put that aside. Then I say, look, there's the blue Jack of Spades. So everything is very clean at this point. They really think that's the red 7, and they should, because you've just shown them the blue Jack. All that is right there is a double lift. So you do the double lift, deal that down. At this point, we're going to do a little bluff display. You're going to place, it's kind of a 2-card Monty move, the red card underneath the blue card to the left. It's spread to the left. You're going to grab the cards with your palm down right hand. Your thumb from below is going to contact the Jack of Spades, the red Jack of Spades. And as you turn over, you're going to be tapping the card with your forefinger, the red one. As you turn over, you're going to move your thumb to the right, and it's going to switch the 2 cards. So here's what it looks like without moving. That's what I'm doing. I'm switching. If you keep tapping, there's a retention of vision, and it looks like you've just tapped the same red card, that's 7. Drop the Jack, rub the 7, show the transformation into a blue card. Jack is now red, and there you are. You have a miracle. That's red hot.